Hi, this is GunNut226 here with another knife review. Today we're looking at the much anticipated Gerber Fast Draw knife. Now I had a little problem with this knife that I put a little video up on. The bent pocket clip. Right after that incident I emailed Gerber and they replaced the pocket clip. No problem. They sent me a new one. I just haven't gotten around to putting it on yet for this review. So anyway, I'm just going to review it in this configuration. It's fine. You guys know that the pocket clip is one that I like, and I'll get to it a little bit later. So first of all, why did I buy this knife? Well, the main reason I bought this knife is for my EDC. Now, the locality where I live, you can't really carry a blade over 3 inches legally. Not really heavily enforced, but I like to try to stay legal if I can, if possible. This blade comes in just under that mark, 2.99 inches. You can't really cut it any closer than that. So that's really the main reason I bought this. I like to have a little bit longer blade for some stuff, and this really pushes the limit for me. So I really like that option. So that's really why I bought it, is because of the blade length. I like assisted openings, and Gerber's I don't have a whole lot of experience with. This is actually one of my first forays into the Gerber realm, and I've had a pretty good experience. So first off is the blades. What kind of blade steel is it? Well, I couldn't find a lot of information out there. The Gerber website, they say it's high carbon stainless. So it's really hard to say exactly what kind of steel it is, but it came with a pretty good edge. It's held up pretty well. You can see there's some wear on it. I don't know if you can see it really well in the video, right? Let's use another knife to just review the Gerber half-ton. It's accessible. You can see maybe there's a little bit of wear in here. Maybe did some heavy cutting with it. I don't remember exactly what that might have been from, but I can probably touch that up a little bit and it'll not be a problem. So anyway, really quite nice. I like the blade. Like I said before, blade length is 2.99 inches. Nice little drop point style. A little bit of a relief cut on the top there. Verify the length of the blade. My measuring scale is not quite that precise, so I'd have to say it's right around 3, maybe just under 3 inches. But you know what? It's right there. If there's an issue, I can tell them, hey, go look at the specifications. It's 2.99 inches. Documentation to support that. With a nice pair of calipers, you can probably support that supposition. Or specification, rather. So anyway, it's a really nice. The speed, it's really quite speedy. I really like the assisted openings for certain situations where you might not be able to use to open it effectively other ways. I guess I'm not really sure. Haven't experienced that yet, but can take a look in here. They are nylon bushings. I'm not really sure if that's showing up on the video very well, but overall it's a pretty fast deployment. You can't really speed it up with the flipping your wrist that much. One of the detractors that I don't like is it's kind of difficult to close it with one hand. It's doable. You just saw me do it. It's doable. You got to be a little bit careful, but overall, it's pretty good. Here's the safety. Safety's off, red. And there's a safety on. You cannot deploy the blade. That is a really nice feature. Let me tell you. I just really like that feature for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but it also acts as the release as well as the safety. So as opposed to maybe like the other knives out there that have separate safety and then a separate release mechanism. This one is all-in-one, and that's kind of nice. It makes it a little bit simpler, and that's I like that. As far as lockup strength, didn't really adjust the pivot point at all. Lockup strength up and down, tight. Lockup strength side to side. There might be a little bit of wiggle in there, but not that much. It's pretty good. You can see here that the lock engages very well, and I really like the way it locks up. Not had any problems with it disengaging. You do have to be a little bit careful when you're using it, because this is also the disengagement lever. If you're right-handed, it's not as much of a problem, because I'm usually left-handed. You might be able to bump it or something, but I haven't had an issue with it really. So no problems there. As far as weight goes, let's take a look at the weight. My weight here is coming in at 3.2 ounces. Much similar to the other blade I just reviewed, the Kershaw half-ton. Now, here's one of the points that I made in my other video. Kershaw half-ton, a little bit smaller blade. But if you look at the two side by side, you can notice an appreciable difference in size. So let's take a go up here. There's definitely a difference in size. Same weight, but you get a little bit more reach with the Gerber. So it makes it really kind of nice. It also has the assisted opening, which the Kershaw doesn't have. So overall, the weight is very reasonable for the size knife it is. I can live with the 3.2 ounces for this size knife. It's a little bit of a stretch for this guy, but I can still do it because it's a cool knife. So look for my Kershaw half-ton video. You'll enjoy that too as well, I think. So the handle material, it's okay. It gives you medium traction, I would guess. I wouldn't say it's a high traction material. It's a glass-filled nylon. I don't know if there's going to be any problems with it later. You can see there's also a steel liner in here. If we take a look in here, it's not lightweighted at all, so they could probably save some weight if they went in and drilled this liner out a little bit. They could save some weight because you got double walled here, so you have plenty of strength, I believe. Even with the locking mechanism, the way it's set up, it should be fine. I would think it would be fine lightweighting that liner. Now, one of the things that I don't like too much about this is it's not a flow-through design. You can see where they blocked off the back of this knife, probably to give it some more strength and rigidity. Not really sure why they went with that. Maybe they were getting some flexing in the frame due to the torque that's experienced when you deploy. I'm not really sure what exactly the reasoning was for it, but it's not bad. You can just take a Q-tip or something, get in there, wash it out. You get canned air. You can blow out the lint when you need to. So it's not a poor design, but I wouldn't think it's not as good as the flow through with the posts, like we see here with the Kershaw. It's got a nice flow through design. I'd really prefer that in my knives, if at all possible, just for so I can clean it a little bit easier. Now, overall, the ergonomics are pretty nice. You can get a good grip on it. It's a little small, but it's not bad. Medium traction here on the grip and the handle material. You can see here they put some jimping up here. If you really kind of choke up on the knife, you can use it. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I mean, if you really want to choke up on it, you can see you're not really going to have much up there, but I mean, there's a few little jimps right there, and it does add some traction. It would be nice if they had something back here though, which is really where my thumb usually is sitting, usually right about here. So it's not really near the jimping. If you choke up on it a little bit for more control, whatever you need to do, be a little more fine work, not bad. As far as the clip design, I wore this knife for a little over 2 months and never had a problem with the clip. One day I snagged it on the chair when I was getting up, and bam, it tweaked it. Contacted Gerber right away. They said no problem, we'll cover it. We'll send you a new clip out ASAP. So they sent a new one out. I don't have it right here with me, but I'm going to replace it shortly. I'm not carrying this knife currently, so it's not at the top of my priority list. I'm testing a couple other knives right now that you'll see later on. But like I said before, it's got that great clip design. It rides low in the pocket. I would have liked it to be black, just for low profile. You can see the difference with rides in your pocket. This is not going to be easy to see. This sticks out, especially with the Gerber stamped right on there. I guess if you're not a knife guy, you really wouldn't pay attention to it. But I guess a couple of people have asked me about it, so I like to stay with the black as much as possible. As far as the track record goes, never had a problem with this knife other than the pocket clip. I like the safety. I like the durability. It's got good traction. Overall, it's great. As far as the cost, now I've seen different prices for it at different places. I think I got this off of like Amazon or something. It was around $20 plus shipping. It's really reasonable for this kind of knife. There aren't a lot of assisted opening out there, especially this high quality and this price range. So if you're looking for an assisted opening Gerber around 3 inches, I would highly recommend this. Is an extremely high value knife. I really like it. So if you have any other questions or comments, let me know. You can comment below, or you can PM me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.